Hey everyone, I'm outside a very sunny London Leicester Square Lego store today, where Leicester Square itself seems to be gearing up for the UK premiere of Top Gun. And on that note, I just wanted to wish every single one of you beautiful peeps out there a very good morning, Brickworld.
Brickworld. Oh, Brick High and Dok Sampson and the fellow viewers. Welcome and good morning
from Brick Bunnies TV.
Good morning, Brickworld, from me, Mayo Hosko, and enjoy today's episode.
Good morning, Brickworld! Watch out for me, little friend.
Good morning, Brickworld. Is that right? Is that right what I'm saying?
2, 1.
Good
morning,
Brickworld.
Good morning, Brickworld!
This is Justice Brick Galaxy, and we're wishing you a good morning, Brickworld, from Minnesota.
Rich here, this is Brick Scene, and welcome along to Good Morning Brickworld.
Yeah, all right. What a day! What a day!
Ready? Hi. Good morning, Doc. And good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brickworld. Woo!
Yeah, what a day!
I love our intros. They're so great.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some Hive stop motion in there one of these days. We're gonna work. You'll see. You'll see, people.
One of these days.
We got plans for that intro.
Yeah. Actually, we have like multiple intros that we've talked about. And we will do them eventually. Because not to spoil anything, spoiler warning, but we talked about doing a live action one, like Doc said, talked about doing a stop motion one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
Oh, hey, first, we got to remind people to like the stream and like each other, please. Of course, because you're a great bunch of people for coming in to see us on Sundays. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we always very much appreciate everybody spending their time with us Sundays. It's Sunday morning for us, even earlier Sunday morning for Doc. But I know I know a lot of you out there, it's afternoon and even evening.
Yeah, I'll be having a good day.
Possibly even the next day. I'm not even sure. I always get a little confused on some of those time frames. So yeah, I apologize. I'm a little tired. I was up pretty late last night. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. But first, let's go ahead and go down the chat and say our good mornings to everybody.
All right.
So let's see here. We got one with the stud.
Hey,
good morning to you. He says, how long is the stream normally? 2 hours.
Do you see what Oldendorf said? That Oldendorfer.
2 to
He's
4
all
hours
like,
long, I think.
24 hours. I'm old. I'm forgetful.
I mean, who knows? Maybe one day we'll have a very special good morning where it's 4 hours long.
Old falls, just old falls too. Be like, what? I can't hear you.
Hey, but good morning to you, Oldendorf. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else we got here. Scott Davis. Good morning, Scott.
Hey.
Hope you're well. Thank you for being here. Good morning.
Yeah.
Dusty Bricks. Good morning to you.
Dusty.
Agents of Mock. Good morning.
Troy,
good morning. Troy, how you doing? Let's see. Brick Stage Pass. Good morning. Yeah. How you doing, brother? Love it when Craig throws around. I tell you, humor always gets to me, man.
Sometimes his comments are too racy, though.
Amber Laya, good morning to you. One of our newest members.
All right.
I sent you a message on Instagram. I haven't even checked to see if you saw it or not, but if you did, cool. If not, there's a message waiting for you. Tina Bricks, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see who else we got in here. Mayo. Did somebody say Mayo?
Mayo. And Mayo, did you see you were in the intro this time? Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yep.
I'm still not satisfied, but you were up in it. You were up in there.
Also, speaking of the intro, we're getting some more intros coming in and stuff. So with the time frame, sometimes we don't have enough to put them all in at once, or maybe we just spread them around a little bit. So if you haven't seen your intro yet, don't worry. It will be in there. I don't want anybody to think that we ask for intros and then don't put them in with people.
Did you see Brick Bunnies? That Brick Bunnies was my bad. I'm like looking at my Google Drive and I'm like, what the heck is this? Oh my goodness.
That's the other thing too is I think definitely the best way to do it is send them to Instagram because
message me there. If they get sent, I'll lay it down.
I know we have our email, and I'm not saying you can't. It's just it makes it easier if they're all in one place for us, So let's see here. My Bricks and me. Good morning. How you doing? What's going on? Hope you're doing well. And I always forget. I want to make sure that is Carrie, right? Carrie, that is you, right? I just want to make sure. From Brick Broads. Let's see here.
Okay, from the Brick Broads. Yeah, it's Carrie.
Yeah,
Ian's never anywhere. Ian's just like
because Ian. Yeah, because I was saying Ian's got his own separate like his name on his. But anyways, Raptus, good morning to you. How you doing? Goodness gracious, I'm trying to get down the chat. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Nicole, Lady McBrick. How are you doing this morning? Good morning. I see Greg out there. What's going
Greg,
on, London Bridge Bricks?
Did you see it? Did you see you starred in the intro this time, Greg?
And thank you for the newer intro.
Yeah, love it
very much, my brother. Let's see here. Clicking Cliff. Yo, good morning. I hope you're doing well, Cliff. Let's see here. Two Humble Bricks. Good morning to you.
Hey, Two Humble.
I see Simon out there. Good morning, Simon. I hope you're well. I see Camel City Brick House. I love that name so much.
Whenever I hear Camel, I think the cigarettes, but man,
I haven't.
I'm an old man. I just instantly hits my head. The brand. That's
I consider myself an older man. And I do remember those cigarettes. I just hadn't thought about them in a long time. Maybe it's just because I quit smoking, a few years ago.
You remember Joe Camel? He was all cool.
Remember because there used to be like comic strips, or not comic strips, but they used to be like a cartoon character, and then like they stopped it because
it had to be outlawed. You people are evil.
Kids wanted to smoke because of him. It's like, damn, Camel killing the nation. The main thing
sorry, Camel City. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I apologize. We just went on a total different direction with that. Minifig Hugh, good morning to you. I hope you're well.
Life in the TARDIS. Yeah.
Let's see. Dusty says, who is Brickworld? The whole show is dedicated to him, her. They could pop in once in a while. Well, yeah. I mean, we won't talk about.
You are part of the Brickworld. You sir.
I guess. If you look at it like that, you guys,
all of you are the Brickworld.
You're all making the appearance.
Yeah. That's why we shout them out. Because they're here.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Macro. Good morning to you. And Macro, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate that. I guess let's
play the thing.
Let's play the thing. Okay. We'll just do the first one here.
Most impressive.
Coming in like the Dark Lord. Yeah, well done.
Olden says I hasn't the good morning intro. What? I kept forgetting. All right. Well, yeah.
It's good. There's time. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time.
I see Foolin with Bricks out there. It says, watcha. One of our guests today will be Foolin with Bricks.
Excellent.
One of the immediate people I think of when I think about castles.
Oh, yeah. I think dragons when I think of watcha. I'm like, I think of a dragon. I don't know why.
I ain't gonna lie. It's weird because dragons, definitely, when I think of dragons, I definitely think of castles, but I think of different things almost kind of at once when I think about dragons. Just because dragons are kind of in different cultures, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I've always loved like I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese, but you know, those types of dragons, like the long ones that, you know, and they got like the whiskers and stuff like that.
Yeah, no wings, but they fly somehow in the clouds. It's
right. Yeah, just like
they're dragons. It's magic, man.
Right,
like,
right,
all
exactly.
All right.
Chef, I can't remember. Chef just popped in.
Yeah, to just say hi anyway. Hey, Chef.
Hey, good morning, Chef. So yeah, like I said, I was up pretty late last night, and the reason being is I was laying down some train tracks. A lot of train tracks.
Oh, okay.
I ran out of train tracks, and
I
gotta tell you,
to do.
Well, I didn't think I was going to, or at least if I did, I thought I'd be very, very close.
Yeah,
because I specifically bought a lot of train tracks like a long time ago, back when we lived in the other house. Because remember my whole thing, I wanted to build a train and do like the breaking the fourth wall thing where it came upon the building table and stuff. Anyway, so I bought a lot, and my city was pretty big back then, but apparently it grew. Yeah. So so what I've been doing is I've been building the park area that's going to have like the roller coaster, the skate park, and all that stuff. And next to it, I built the train station that I had bought.
Okay. No way to get a preview. Turn that camera and get a preview.
I think I can show you guys. I mean, it's messy over there, but
yeah, because one of our upcoming themes is going to be city.
Yes,
and I'm sure everybody, because I'm going to put my camera up in Dressertopolis for that particular bit.
I haven't actually.
We can flex our collections. You know, show off my city. It's not much of a city, but at least I'll be like, yeah, there it is. Check out my city.
All right, so if you can, all right, let me hold on.
Let's see if I can figure out how to make it go full screen. All right, there we go.
This area is going to be where the park is. Nothing's really built yet in the park. I've just been laying everything. There's a house there. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it on the corner or not. I just want to put it somewhere. But right here is the train station. You can see like how the stairs go up and around. And I started laying all the train track, and it goes all the way this way. And it starts going over the water, but then it's got to go across the ocean there and then back around. And over there's where the city's going to be. You can see I got the hospital sitting out. Over there's where the city's going to be. So anyways, and so I got all this train track.
Like, wow.
And it goes through the train station, and then it goes all the way around to the other side of the table, and then goes back around. And I got the train track going all the way about to right to the desert.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I ran out. So
multiple biomes. Is that my house right there? I think I saw my house.
We got to get that eviction done still. But I had to move your little camper and bantha and your little campfire and everything because the train tracks kind of ran right through it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Eminent domain. Damn the city. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was working on that all last night, and I was kind of, don't get me wrong, it was weird. It was mixed feelings because I was very, very happy because of what I was doing and everything. And I'm like, wow, I'm going to actually have the train running pretty soon. I got to motorize the Hogwarts Express, by the way. But at the same time, I was kind of sad because I really wanted to do the ballast for the train tracks. But
what exact, people always say that. What exactly is ballast?
So it's basically like, and train people, please correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe it's just basically like the mound, with dirt and gravel and everything that the train tracks like sit on.
Does it help the trains move?
No, it's just for it's just for aesthetics.
It looks good. Okay,
yeah. And also this, I don't know if this is part of the ballast part of it, but I've been getting the like 1x4 light brown tiles to put on every other like track or wood. Right. I don't know what you'd call it.
Right.
So anyways, I was kind of sad that I can't do that. But dude, it takes so many pieces.
I would imagine
it took like I scoured my whole collection to make just enough to I'd say it was like, I don't know, maybe a 2.5, 3 foot long section.
Yeah.
And I need, I don't even know, man, but a lot more, at least probably 5 times that. And that's just for that. And that's another reason why I'm going to have to wait for the Mills plates too, because I have a lot of the pieces for the Mills plates, but I don't have them all. And then I'll just be waiting in my city, just be like half done. And so I'll just wait over time. So anyways,
I mean, imagine Mills plating and ballasting on, a bunch of plates to have a train at a show. Dude, good God, that's going to be the pieces. That's the wow.
Yeah. Now the best thing to do is just
weigh a ton,
and look,
too.
the Mills plate thing is great because again, you can section off, because originally also that was going to help me with the filming of the stop motion stuff. It'd make it easier for me to just move stuff around. But it's just, again, if I still had my income coming in like I did before, it wouldn't be an issue, but I just can't right now. Hold on, I see some ballast comments. Ballast is the stone that stabilizes the track ties and spread the load of the train evenly, helps hold the trains in place. Ballasting could end up costing more than the train itself. Right. See, so everybody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, ballast well, that track is going to be a lot. Dude, okay, look, I won't be able to give you guys any detail, but like seriously, 6, 12, 24. I mean, we're talking at least about 40 feet of ballast.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? So
is it done differently, like in the country versus in the city? In real life?
Well, and don't get me wrong,
same kind of ballasting for all of it.
Well, and for me, as usual, I can't just do something just nice and simple, because I could have just made a nice. Even it would still take tons of pieces, but I could make a smaller mound.
Look at that giant city. I mean, I'm just looking at it. It's just like it just goes. I'm just like, how many tables is it anyway? I mean, it's like.
Why are you asking?
12. Yeah, because I was like, dang.
Well, the tables are, except for the ocean table, because I built that myself to be specific to the ocean. But everything else is I think it's 2 feet by 6 feet.
Right.
Tables, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay. So huge, but not ungangly.
It's a lot bigger than it seems. It's weird once you start really walking around it. And plus, and again, I didn't do it as bad as the last city that I had in the last house, but I keep making stuff far away. So I gotta like lean way over and reach like towards the middle of the table. You know what I mean? And I mean, I can access everything, but it gets to be kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know. I really should be a little more strategic about that stuff. Will, what's happening? Good morning.
Yay, Will Harper. Did we say hi to Zizu? Did we say I don't
No, I don't think we said hi to Zizu. Zizu, good morning. Also, I see Scott's Blocks out there. Good morning, Scott's Blocks. But yeah, thank you for the ballast comments. I appreciate it. And it's another theme we'll have eventually is a train theme.
Yeah.
I don't think we haven't had a train theme yet.
No, not yet. No.
Speaking of themes, I did put a poll up. And it is we're going to do city building theme next week. But I put a poll up to see what you guys wanted to see for the next 3. Which one first for the next 3?
Ooh, okay. What other choices?
So we have military, a military theme panel. I know a lot of people are into that. We have mock builders. So we have a mock builder theme panel. We have a lot of mock builders in the community. I really wanted to highlight the female community as well.
Hey, ladies of Lego.
Yes, the ladies of Lego theme panel. And it's because I'm proud, man. I'm proud to see so many ladies in the Lego world, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Doc and I have always, even before YouTube or anything, man, we obviously think there's ladies should be in anything, you know what I mean, that they want to be in. But yeah, we encourage it, and we're glad to see more and more of them coming into the Lego world. Yeah, and I want to say also,
speaking of ladies, don't you see Brightest Switch Bricks? I think Lauren.
I lost track of the chat here. I was going back up looking for comments, but yes, speaking of ladies, my favorite witch, Brightest Witch Bricks, is in the house. What's going on, Lauren? How are you today? Good morning. Whew. Yeah. So Also, everybody, I put it in the description. I forgot to mention though, we are having our members giveaway today.
Ooh, members giveaway, yeah.
So,
with membership comes privileges, yeah.
Doc, what do you think? Should I show everybody what the prize will be for today?
Well, yes, that's why they can vote in the chat. Vote in the well, aren't they going to vote in the chat?
Vote. Oh, yeah. I'll ask everybody in the chat.
Give them a choice.
Yeah, we're not going to do like a poll, but I'll ask everybody in the chat.
Ask the members. Well, ask the members because it's the member giveaway.
Well, yeah, it's giveaway, but let me blow myself up here.
But everybody can vote. Let's say everybody vote, but it's for the members.
Right. So you can pick the winner. Can pick between either one of these two stunt bikes.
Ooh, stunt rider, riders. Stunt.
Yeah, and these are what the minifigs look like. Which mainly I would feel like. You know what? No, I'm gonna say I'm wrong because I was gonna say I feel like a lot of people would just buy these for the minifigs, but dude. The bike's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
And I've seen some really cool tricks. Doc did a great video on them. And I was very, very impressed by the tricks that those little bikes can do, man.
Well, heck, if you got a big city, it's like you might as well just like run it down the city streets. You're like, yeah, let's just do this thing. Come on. Let's have some fun with this Lego,
So by the way, the giveaways for the memberships, they're a little bit like a roller coaster. One time I might give away a poly bag or something pretty easy. And next time it might be an actual set. So yeah, I don't know what it'll be yet, but it'll be a set on the next giveaway, a bigger set. And I am going to do a giveaway for all of my subscribers. I don't want anybody to feel left out. I just need to figure out what I want to give away and how we want to do it.
Oh yeah, so, I went in on that one. That's the one I'm sending you that. I'm sending you that set so we can add that to the thing.
Oh yeah.
Hey, right. let's ask the chat. So instead of having me make a video, let's ask the chat. What do you guys think? Should the set that me and Hyber are going to give away, to everybody that subscribe to the Brick Hive for Good Morning Brick World, should it be autographed by me and the Brick Hive? Would that reduce its value? Because I feel like it should say Good Morning Brick World on it and, be autographed by us. I'm almost tempted to like put a white sticker back on the back of it and draw myself and have you draw yourself and then write Good Morning Brick World on it and make that, part of the whole giveaway. You know what I mean? Because,
all right.
Gotta make it special. Okay. Gotta make it special.
I mean, let's look at it like this. Imagine if we ever got syndicated. Imagine if something crazy happened. We got syndicated and they're like, you know what? You guys have a great personality to engage people on the tube or on television or whatever the case may be. And then imagine, we just blew up and we got so big and then they made like a Lego set after us. Or they made Funko Pops after us or something like that. You know what I mean?
Imagine my head.
So imagine that one person that was like, I love you guys. Yeah, please sign my set. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, bam, that thing's like worth like $100,000
up on the eBay.
So,
yeah, I think we should autograph it. I think we should.
I'm just saying, if we go with that scenario, you would probably want a signature from us.
Why? Even if we don't become famous, I still figure because otherwise, you could pull out a set and be like, "Yeah, I won this from Brick Hive." How are anyone gonna know? You know what I mean? This set will actually be autographed by the Brick Hive and Dok Sampson. So yeah,
that'd be true. I mean, I guess
how
would
positive,
you know, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But then again, I think it's kind of funny because I swear, bless his heart. But I swear, when Ryan signed my 501st battle pack and I showed it to Mrs. Hive, and she's like, anybody could write this.
Yeah, no, he's scribble.
She's like, is this a signature? I was like, well, yeah. I was like, it's just, it's his thing. You know what I mean? And she's like, oh, okay. Oh, that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
So anyways,
we'll have to write the episode number that they want it from on the box so that way they can reference it for all time on the internet. They'll be like, here it is right there.
So Craig's thinking logically. He's like, I think I'll take my chances and don't sign it. He's like the value is gonna go down.
man, oh man. It'll still be sealed, it's still sealed, but that box is damaged. It'll be considered a damaged box, but it's still
how am I supposed to display that box with all that scribble scrabble on there?
It's on the back. Display the box on the front. That's what I'm saying. We'll put it on the back. They can have the front all clean and cool looking.
Oh my gosh.
So what are they saying in the chat? What are they saying? Yes, no, maybe.
Which part?
About autographing Autograph and a giveaway set. What do they think?
I think
we asked. I mean, like, we weren't asking just to ask. I mean, answer people. Look, answer in the chat, dang you.
I can't remember, but and I know I'm trying to sound like egotistical or anything, but and I can't remember who it was. But yeah, I remember there was a giveaway maybe a year or so ago that somebody asked me to sign something that I was giving away.
Okay.
So I think that if somebody actually wanted something signed, we would just sign it for them.
It was just dogs, maybe. I love you.
Well, then it would even out if one of our signatures would make the value go up and the other one would make it go down.
Right.
It would
You could just tape over. You could just tape over the other signature. Be like, yeah, there we go.
Anyways, all right. So look, there is a few things to discuss before we bring on our panel. And we basically got a half hour to discuss it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, so I know a lot of people probably want to talk about, or maybe want to talk about Obi-Wan. Some of the sets. We've had leaks about sets. We had the first 2 episodes come out. You know, I mean, a little self promo. I put a little spoiler review about it and some of my opinions. We won't do any spoilers right now. It's still pretty fresh, so we don't want to ruin it for anybody. But let's talk about, maybe some of the sets that have been leaked. I think we discussed the Grand Inquisitor, the Scythe. Was it the Scythe? I think we discussed that in the last one.
Let's bring it up.
I guess I'm trying to say that.
All right, reveals an example. We should do the Star Wars because we did the Star Wars Celebration League. We'll do that one.
Yes.
All right, so there it is, Grand Inquisitor. Ooh.
All right, I want to say right off the bat that I'm happy with. I think everything Star Wars is putting out this summer.
Right.
I mean, this ship right here, it's a really awesome ship. It's a good size. You get 4 very, very awesome minifigs. And even though I'm always going to say pretty much always like the price of Lego is too expensive.
Right. It is. Isn't it 99?
But no, for $100 as a normalcy, I don't feel $100 is bad for that. Same thing with this. $30.
This is perfectly priced, and I'm happy with that figure. That Tonway.
Yeah, me too. The only thing I don't like, and I think this is pretty much everybody's kind of in agreement, is the stud shooters on top of that thing, man. Yes. Oh gosh, I want this thing.
All right, but this is going to be what, June 15th through the end of June, and the 90th anniversary castle's not even going to be out, so it's going to be like, and this is with anything. So any purchase totaling $150 POW Forestman Castle while supplies last, or Forestman Hideout or whatever. But I feel like they should have held this until the castle came out, and so it'd be like boom.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, right?
Done and done. Yeah.
Unless you're just trying to spread castle throughout, but I mean they have a castle set out right now. Yeah. What do you guys think in the chat? Isn't that kind of weird that they put this out right now instead of just waiting? But I feel like if you're a castle collector, man, this is a must-have.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like an update of the original set. So, pretty much it looks exactly. I mean, you check it out on promobricks.de. It's German, so hit the Google Translate button. You'll be able to read it. Unless you speak Deutsch, then go ahead and just read it in German.
By the way, good morning to Open Build Repeat. I see you out there, OBR.
Hey, OBR, yeah.
But yeah, if you're a castle collector, man, yeah, this is definitely a must-have. It's a must-have for me just because, like I said, it's just something perfect to put in the forest. Yeah. But I don't know if I'll be able to get it because, what is it, $150, $160 you gotta spend or something like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, good stuff, no doubt. What else? Anything else that we had leaking out that we wanted to discuss? I can't remember what else leaked.
Well, we're gonna do the Star Wars Celebration.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right.
Star Wars Celebration.
So yes, as everybody knows,
Summer of Lego.
I think it's actually still going on. I think today's like the last day of Star Wars Celebration, and they revealed some Lego sets yesterday, and stuff we already knew about, but we hadn't actually seen.
And that's the designer guy. I guess one of the designer guys.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Well, not seen like officially.
Y'all are ready.
Dude, I love this set. $100 is pushing it, but but it's still, I love it. I love the set. You know, I like how the head moves around. I mean, it's really great, man. It's just $100, dude.
Yeah,
See,
well, the
look,
good thing about all these droids, though, usually you'll be able to find it 20, 30, 40, 50% off later on, you know. All of the droids I found on clearance, every last one.
And
so if you, if you can hold yourself back, you should
see, but some of these sets now are examples of why, like, again, piece count shouldn't really matter in a sense, because it does, but it doesn't. And it's why I use it kind of loosely. But look, you would think for 1,069 pieces, like as far as the price count for that goes, like $100 would be pretty good. But it's just a matter of just looking at some things and the size and just, you know, what you're getting. It doesn't matter how many pieces it is. You know what I mean? It's just $100.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think they're like $20 displayability, you know, because there's like, it's so displayable, we can add an additional $20 to the price. It's
right. But it is a beautiful looking robot, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
And see, and I don't like these little
movement, you know.
Well, and these little builds like this, these little build up a figure type stuff. Like, I love the droids. I don't have any of the organic ones like Yoda or Grogu or nothing like that. But I love the little droids that they make. And for me, this is just like, it's kind of like almost like a must-have to add to the droid collection I have.
Oh yeah, it'd be nice if they were scaled to each other, but of course then R2-D2 would be huge. And then look, it comes with a little mini, and that little miniature one or whatever, the minifig scale one, is supposed to be in the N1 Mandalorian Starfighter. They said they snuck it in there. That guy said he thought like he snuck it in there.
Right.
And so the Andor preview was pretty cool. Did you like the Andor preview?
Yeah, I did. A lot more than I thought I would. I gotta tell you, I like this little ship, but
Speed Champion windscreen, love it, dude. Love the Speed Champion windscreen.
But for $70, yeah, it's ridiculous. And
yeah,
I want people to know something too, because I've heard a few different people talk about how, like, you know, stop complaining about the price. Everybody complains about the price.
Right.
And I got two things to say to you about that. I mean, one, it's my right to complain about the price.
You know? Welcome to America.
I mean, if the price was good, you wouldn't tell me like, oh, stop praising the price, you know?
Right.
Also, I find it interesting sometimes when people complain about other people complaining, because it's like, well, you're complaining now too. It's like, you know, like, so when someone tells me, you know, just to shut up, I'm like, well, no, don't watch my, because I saw one and they're like, well, just don't buy it. And I'm like, well, then just don't watch my video when I'm selling or read my post or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so $70, man, is a little ridiculous. Even though, again, I think it's an awesome little ship. I love it.
Yeah, I love how it opens up and the playability of it is just off the charts. It's just
and it's just a very and it's very compact, but it's very roomy for something that's so small and compact.
And then a lot of people, I guess, a lot of people are noticing Star Wars is stealing Harry Potter hair, changing the color, slapping it on their heads. You know, so I like that. I like that. New part usage.
Yeah. So it's some cool minifigs as well. But like, it's, again, I won't be spending $70 on it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then the last reveal at the Star Wars that I saw was the Darth Vader from the Advent calendar.
Yes.
Boom. There it is.
Muscle Darth Vader.
Yeah, I know. Well, if his arms were black, but it's just kind of like he put a sweater vest over his respirator. He's probably, you know, not being able. He's probably choking right there. He's just like, that's why he's leaning forward. He's like, I'm dying here.
Right. But look, I mean, it's a great minifig. I love the sandcastle build. It's so creative.
Yeah, I realized that later that was his castle. I was like, oh, it's Vader's castle in sandcastle form. All right.
Well, and interesting enough, so I thought that was the only one that we got to see, but I saw some leaks on Reddit from Star Wars Celebration, and I found another picture that's got Finn in a shirt.
Ooh,
that might be from that as well.
Oh yeah, I guess just like I guess they showed Omega in the video game or whatever.
I got other leaks, man, that I screenshotted. Like they show from Ahsoka.
Oh, that was the back of Ahsoka's head, huh?
Well, and then but it showed Hera, and then here we get like Sabine. See the back of Sabine's head.
Okay.
So yeah, man, there's good stuff coming. I think the Ahsoka show is gonna rock, dude. I think it's gonna be better than probably just about any of them, to be honest with you. But that's I think
like anything with a legacy character is not as good.
Well, I mean, if you like Rebels,
Fett,
I think you'll definitely, I think you'll definitely really like Ahsoka. So yeah, man, some of these leaks, good stuff, but you know, I think the price is right with some of them. Other ones, I'm like, what? Like, what? I agree, Troy. That one goes in the wait until it's on the discounted list. Yep. Oh, and I saw something at Mayo. Good thinking on you, man. Also, Mayo will be our other theme panel guest as well for Castle. But he had mentioned about how they strategically placed that gift with purchase separate from the Castle, and I would assume he's talking about for money. Because again, we're thinking customer, we love our customers. This is what we would do, you know, because obviously we're still making money. You know what I mean? It's not like we're making money. Yeah, we would give it like, hey, you love Castle? Well, if you buy this, you know, you get this too, or whatever. No, they're like, you love Castle. We know you're going to spend the money to get this gift with purchase right now, and then you'll still want to buy the Castle later. I'm like, and again, man, I'm like, it's so conflicting because I'm for capitalism, man. You know what I mean? And I'm even being good. Like, I agree with marketing and strategic type stuff, but it's just like, at some point, it's like, come on, man. You know?
I know.
Like,
but at the same time, I'm like, well played, Lego. Well played.
Yeah. Well played. Well played. I mean, you got me.
Dang.
I mean,
yeah. I was like, all right. They worked that one. All right. Okay.
But I feel like, I don't know, because I just read another article about the hot dogs that Costco sells,
right?
And how they still haven't changed the price, and they actually lose a lot of like millions of dollars on these hot dogs, but they gain like into the billions for the customer satisfaction, like the returning customer, just one of those things. And that's the same thing with like the gift with purchases and stuff with Lego. It's like almost like a perfect mirror example is, you know, they lose money on them gift with purchases. They don't sell them, you know what I mean? But in the bigger picture, they gain billions, you know what I mean? As far as like the loyalty and the drawing us back. So I think that
the repeat purchases, yeah.
Right. But I feel like it's still kind of a fickle thing to kind of mess with, you know what I mean? Because on one hand, you know, like, and this is mainly obviously for us that are into Lego heavily, you know what I mean? But like on one hand, we're always like, we love Lego. That's beautiful. Like you buy something, you just give a purchase, you know, all that stuff. But I think if they start really trying to meddle with a lot of stuff and seem really shady about it, it's gonna possibly affect some people's perception. But who knows? That's a whole nother discussion for another time. So what did you want to highlight next, Doc?
Well, you thought there were no birthdays? There are birthdays. Let's say happy birthday to some people out in the community. How about that? Here we go.
I love our birthday music.
It's mellow. Ha Bubba!
Happy birthday to Bubba Bricks.
Yeah, I was just like, at the last minute it came. I was like, all right, somebody has a birthday. And of course, Newsroom Nessie.
Happy birthday. Yes, please let us know if you have a birthday coming up or you have a birthday that just recently passed, and we will definitely highlight it.
For sure.
We always highlight, we always highlight birthdays the week after just to kind of, you know, reiterate, you know, hey, it was this birthday. Make sure you go say happy birthday to them.
Right. Especially because our show's only on Sunday, so we can only say happy birthday to people whose birthday coincides with Sunday. I mean,
right. But as we always say, you know, we are extremely interactive with the community, not just like us talking to the chat, but we like to highlight different things. If you send us some pictures of sig figs, we'll highlight those. If you send us your birthday, we'll highlight that. You know, we have a live stream, like a routine live stream calendar that we put up. Not every Sunday, but most Sundays we put it up. So we like to update them. You know, there's just a lot of things that we like to do. And maybe there's something we haven't thought of. if you have suggestions, message us. Maybe there's something different we can do interacting with the community that we just, like I said, haven't thought of yet.
Exactly. Aren't thinking of, yeah.
Which in itself is interacting with the community. If you were to tell us something to do interacting with the community.
Exactly.
So that was our birthday. Let's see here. There was something I kind of wanted to highlight really quick. We don't have to get too much into it because I feel like it's almost like probably a longer news segment.
Okay.
But I don't think this happened in America. I think this only happened in the UK. But there's two things I wanted to kind of ask about that involves the UK. So everybody across the pond, please help me out and about a couple things. One, there's something I feel bad for you guys about. I had seen that Obi-Wan Starfighter was originally priced one thing at a lower price by accident. 24. By accident. And then they had to adjust the price. So I thought that was really crappy for that to mess with your guys' emotions and stuff like that. But the thing that I'm not exactly happy about is this, again, you guys getting like sets 3 months earlier than us.
Yeah.
God, I feel like this should almost just be a high rant, but I don't want to take it there.
All right. Look at those angry eyes. Look at those angry. It's time. Let's go. Are we gonna go there? We're gonna go there.
We're gonna go there. All right. So look, man. Here's the thing. Whatever the reasons may be, maybe it could be a perfectly legit reason. It probably is. Maybe it's because of shipping. Maybe it's because we only have this amount of stock right now. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Whatever the reason may be, just hold on to them then.
Exactly. Release
hold on them
the same day. Yep.
Yeah. Release them all the same day. You know what I mean? I just don't understand what this is all about. Does anybody know?
Yeah, they did it with that Harry Potter last year too, which is kind of.
I apologize. I went a little lazy on researching on this. Oh, by the way, good morning, Adorville. How are you doing, Ruth?
You see, Brick says says that happened, but I can't talk about it. The British have been sworn to secrecy. Oh man.
Is that what it is? Is it like a big secret amongst all of you?
Somebody better call MI5. Somebody call MI5. Let's get to the bottom of this.
I mean, but it's like, I just feel like, and I know I'm being, petty.
Yeah,
it's okay. I'll admit it. Big petty person right here. But I'm just like, look, man, just release them all at the same time. What, you guys can't wait 3 months like the rest of us?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like saying, but I'm in America. Why do I have to wait?
We're floating above everybody else.
I know.
Look at us.
Are they better?
We got our sets early.
They're better than us, Hive. They're better than us. Oh man. Oh well.
Sorry. Excuse the silence for a second. I'm just letting it. I'm breathing. I'm letting it all in. It's just. All right.
All right. Say hello to Adora, and she says it's to help us learn patience.
Son of a.
He's like, Americans need to learn patience. Here's a lesson for you. Oh, dag nabbit.
Wait a minute. But would you want that lesson to be on them? So they can learn patience?
Exactly.
Hold on, I need something else to throw.
Exactly. All we're gonna do is throw a tantrum and order it from a German website. We were like, dag nabbit, or give me that.
I was gonna throw my notebook, but I need the questions for a castle theme panel.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he says there goes a stunt bike. Yeah, man, screw this giveaway. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna throw the stunt bike. All right. Anyways, all right. Moving on.
Hey, let's have a Brickworld Chicago moment. How about that?
Oh yeah, Brickworld Chicago.
Exactly. Who's
Brickworld Chicago?
I know. All I gotta say, Hive. The one good thing about you not going is the pressure. The pressure is off for me to go. I'm like, if you were gonna go, I'd be like, oh my god, the pressure would be way up here. I'd be like, oh. I gotta go. Hive's going. So I'm like, you're not going. I'm like, whew. Pressure's off. Let me see if I can get a local correspondent. Hashtag TJ's the guy. So, yeah.
I wonder, you know what? I think that we should maybe film next year us hitchhiking to
Brickworld Chicago.
Yeah. Like, we don't have to really hitchhike. We just film it like we are hitchhiking.
Right.
I think it'd be even funnier for you because, like, I'm just like, who would...
I know. How would I stand, con, hide behind that tree. Let's put a rock over here somewhere. Is there a large rock on the side of the road?
Yeah, right.
Or maybe I'll just wear Colin just wear a full green suit. That way we just green screen you out.
Just green screen you out.
Here we go.
Oh man.
Green suit.
So let's see. Here says, first thing that is, I can't say it's not kind of good that I spend money 1 month and then get another month or two to save up to spend more. Yeah, no, that's a nice way to look at it. I mean, I will say not having money definitely helps me not buy Lego.
Oh yeah. Although I do love to window shop it still. Even if I don't want anything, I'm like, I'm gonna go take a look.
No,
and then run away. If I see something really cool, I will not touch it. I'm like, do not touch it. Do not touch it.
I have to. I mean, I'm proud of myself. I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I've gotten like 80% control over my self-control when it comes to like buying Lego impulsively. Yeah. I still do it like 20% of the time, but
I love how the thieves have caused most of the stores to lock the Lego up in glass cases. So you have to be determined to buy something to wait the 20 minutes it takes for somebody to finally come by, unlock the case, escort you to the register, and have you purchase it.
All I know is I look down on Walmarts that don't have self-checkout now.
Well, some places you can't. Some places you can't.
I don't know if it's just the state of the economy, man. I'm just tired of going to Walmart and like there's like 50 checkout lines, but only 2 or 3 of them are open, man. I mean, and then you don't have self-checkout. I'm like,
well, yeah. Well, I don't know what to tell you. They're probably having a hiring issue around that place. People are like, we're scared to work there. We get mugged as we leave.
Dude, I'm half tempted to go work at Walmart right now. I'm like, well, at least I can maybe get a discount on some.
Exactly. What's the employee discount at? They're like, I'm sorry, you work here. There is no discount. What? Did you see the news? Yeah. Food stamps. We gave out food stamps now. Here you go.
I think I'd be a great Walmart greeter.
You'd be like, yeah.
I'd be like, hey, what's up? Welcome to Walmart. Don't take the Lego.
Exactly. You'd be tempted to tackle somebody on the way. I'd be like, I see you.
Craig says, yeah, but when you don't have the money, the wish list builds up. Yeah, but the good thing too is I've got a pretty hefty backlog as well, so that helps. It's probably too easy to just be able to not scan things at those self-checkouts.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I don't know how it works over where you guys are at, but over here, they always have somebody that watches. And honestly, I mean, I think anybody that doesn't want to go to jail, it'd just be too risky. I mean, there's cameras and everything too, so I don't know. It's definitely possible, but I don't know if it's a good idea.
All right, well, let's do that Chicago moment. Here, let's hear from Mark Larson, the owner of Brickworld Chicago.
Yes, yeah. Brickworld Chicago.
Considering his brand just changed last week and it just debuted last Friday night, you probably don't have branding.
Yeah. But that's the reason we want everything to present consistently, and we want that information ahead of time so that we can get them done for you, and so you don't have to go through all that. We want you to be able to part of registering the mock cards is not just having the card on your display; it's giving the information to the awards judges that you want to be considered for awards, because some people do not, like me.
I don't want any award.
And and then what categories you think you are in, which they will, they'll consider, of course, but if they think you'll do better in another category, they'll certainly move you to it. But there's a lot of information in the mock card registration that several of our coordinators use. So we'd like you to hit the deadline in time.
I already put mine in.
So is there going to be I know for the auction, is it still going to be the same with the numbers on the back of the badges like we've had previous years? Okay.
Yeah, and we have a QR code now too. So if it's
that's right. Yep, you mentioned that too.
Yeah, if you win something at the auction, you can just scan the QR code with your phone for your payment for it. And then there'll be 2 QR codes on the back of the badges. 2 QR codes. It's like I just hit puberty. One will be for voting, and one will be for the charity auction. And so the charity auction ID QR code will be just black and a white background. The voting QR code will be on a Lego shaped sticker, so you can tell the difference between the two.
Ooh.
And so that everybody has a QR code that is aligned with their registration. So they only vote once. Everything's being done online this year, no paper ballots. So if you're
that's what
first time attendees that are watching the live stream, we are giving all of our coordinators white lanyards, and everyone else who's registered has a blue lanyard. So if you ever have a question, you should be able to go to someone with a white lanyard. Just like scan the horizon, find your closest white lanyard. And if they don't know your question, they'll know who to direct you to.
All right. So yeah.
Oh.
So that was some interesting info.
Yeah.
They were talking about, because apparently he'd been going to the place for like 14 years or some such thing. And just
I look forward to going, man. Like I said, Mrs. Hive and I were actually going to go right before the pandemic hit, and then that happened. You know what I mean? Because we wanted to make a whole trip out of it. Because we know some people. We have friends that live in Chicago.
That live local, yeah.
Yeah. Right on. But yeah, that's definitely, like I said, interesting to know for people that are going to go.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Lego YouTubers, this is who is going. So who is going?
Yes. So if anybody's interested in who's going to go to Brickworld Chicago, this is a list of names that we have so far. Whoops, hold on a second here. Let me pause this real quick. And get this sun out of the way so everybody can see. But yeah, just, like if you're interested, who's going to be there, if there's a YouTuber that you're a fan of, or you're not sure.
Chance for a selfie with your favorite, your friend, put a face to a name finally,
But like I said, this isn't all the list. We have more. And I think as we learn more people that are going, we'll add to it. But definitely, definitely a lot of people going. I mean, I feel like just about the whole community's going, really, honestly.
Almost.
Hey, BFab. He says maybe.
Exactly. He's a maybe. But he's up there. He's up there.
But yeah, he's up there.
Exactly. See, your name here.
Right. Ruth says it's on her bucket list. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of people going, man. That is for sure.
Did we say hi to Adora? I feel like we did.
I did. I mean, yeah.
Well, you can never say hi to Adora enough times, though. That's that's how I feel about that. She's such a lovely lady.
This is true. Which is awesome. So yeah, let's see here. Sorry, I'm kind of doing something here in the background as well. But yeah, that's, like I said, it's definitely gonna be a lot of people. I can't imagine also just how packed it's gonna be anyways, because I feel like even people that aren't gonna have panels and stuff like that, just a lot of other people are going that are part of the community that we may not know of or whatever. Plus vendors.
Oh yeah, there's a long list. I wasn't gonna give free advertising. I'm like, no. I'll advertise my friends and fellow YouTubers, but not a bunch of no.
Yeah, I saw somebody asking about Holly. Holly's gonna be there. As far as like international, the only two people internationally that I know of for sure is Holly and Tech Productions.
Yeah.
I know Tech's gonna be there as well. So
he was on the list.
Which hopefully, he can make it back again one day. Because I was bummed. I really wanted to meet him in person, but I'm even having a difficult time trying to make sure I can get to Virginia this year. But we'll see what happens. I don't think it'll be a problem going to Virginia, but things are tight. What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah.
So
get that greeter job and make it a. Show that.
Get that
Yeah.
What were we gonna say?
Let's look at. I remember I've been threatening for weeks that we were going to look at comments, and then I messed up the Brick Hive's name there. But there, let's take a look. Can you read that, Hive? It's so tiny, so tiny.
Yes. All right, so Sleeps with Lego says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the ending. Somebody started talking to me. It was nice to see at Adora Build, and as a Star Wars fan, I appreciated those reviews too. Great stream at Brick Hive and at Dok Sampson."
Sleeps with Lego.
Yes, and that was from episode 125. Thank you, Sleeps with Lego. We really appreciate the comments. And and not just in a generic way, like, oh yeah, we appreciate comments, or for the algorithm or whatever. It's just we really appreciate you guys interacting with us. It means a lot. Here we have Matt at Family Bricks' Hive at a different Lego store. Hopefully, we stay a happy Hive.
Yeah, this was from our short stream from May the 4th. Yeah, and you were a happy guy. Yeah, it was a happy.
Yes, it was a rough morning, but everything turned out okay. Oldendorf says the shortest live stream ever.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if it was the shortest ever, but it was definitely.
I've seen shorter.
It was definitely, I think, it was probably the shortest. Good morning, Brick World.
Yeah.
Mr. J says, "Good morning, Brick World." Good morning back to you, Mr. J. And then Mrs. J also says, "Good morning, Brick World."
Good morning to you, Mrs. J.
Yeah. Let's see here. I got to make sure I get the invites ready too.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's why we have the screen covering.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Mr. J says, "I didn't get enough of Dok and Hive." Whoa.
All right. Well,
there's enough of us to go around. Don't worry, Mr. J. He says also, just looking at your, what do you say? Oh, I remember I was talking about emoji. Remember, where's the Dok emoji? We want a Dok emoji.
We want a Dok emoji. I'm like, yeah, I know what you mean. For members, there should be something. Yeah, we should work on. We'll work on something. Hive's an artist. We'll
get something going on. Yeah. Right on. Let's see. Where's Instagram? Oh, there we go.
All right.
All right. So let me get these out here. I'm excited to talk about castle stuff. There's definitely a lot of castle stuff going on. That's for sure. All right, make sure that's the right link.
Okay, we'll let the stream calendar play while you're typing away. So check them out. Some of these people will be on later today on Sunday. So check out your Chicky Bix, your Fickin' Bricks,
Yeah, if you have a routine live stream, definitely let us know. The only rules we have right now is it's got to be something it doesn't have to be
regular,
weekly, but it's got to be a regular stream. Maybe you have a monthly stream, or maybe it's a weekly stream, or whatever. Yeah. We will add it. And right now we're just not doing Twitch, but we will eventually integrate Twitch streams into the live stream calendar. But we're just doing the platform that we're on right now, because there are some other streamers that have good stuff on Twitch, but it's just a lot to try and take in.
Right, exactly. We got to focus on the YouTubes first, perfect our game, and then we're like, all right, let's up our game.
Let's see here, and I see our first guest is in the panel. We'll bring them in as soon as the live stream calendar is done.
I guess like what Hive is trying to say is, if your stream is same bat time, same bat channel, then it can appear on the stream calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Your random streams just randomly pop up. Yeah, I can't keep track of all that.
Yeah, it's too much to try and keep track of random streams. It's just too much. Man.
Exactly. It's hard enough trying to keep track of the regular ones. That's not good, Lord.
And
if you don't see your favorite stream here, because I'm not subscribed to everybody, so if there's like a regular Brixie stream or some dang thing, let us know, and we'll post it up here, because no favorites. We're not playing favorites here. We don't play favorites.
Dok, I'm updating the wheel, so let me know as soon as that's done.
Ooh, updating the wheel. Haha, that's right, for that giveaway.
Yeah, I forgot it.
Okay, so I got to remind people to hit that like button. Yeah. Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody.
Yes, please like and subscribe. Exactly. The description to Dok's channel and to our guest's channel are in the description. So don't forget to check that out. And also, check each other out. And I don't mean that in a weird, creepy way.
In the most friendliest way possible.
In the most friendliest way possible, yes.
Show me where the man touched you.
Well, it's like, because a lot of people look, the reason I like to just sub to just people in general, man, unless they're like mean people or something. But the reason I like to sub to people is because, look, that's the best, easiest, free way I could support somebody you know, even if I don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of their content or anything like that, I can at least sub to them and give them that little brick of support, you know.
Brick of support.
Right.
I like how you put that.
I know, right? I am almost done uploading this. I got 2 names left to put in here, and we will be good to go. I just want to make sure this is ready, and we got to wait for it. Okay. And I've seen our other guest is also in the green room, so we will bring them in.
So let me ask you: are you going to have a castle area in Hive City?
No, I mean, and I don't say that in a bad way. I just mean it in. I really don't have anywhere to put it right now because I thought about putting the Hogwarts castle in there. All right,
wow, that would take up a huge space. Let's bring these guys in here.
Yeah, let's bring these guys in here. So today our guests are Mayo Hosko. How you doing, Mayo?
Hello. Good Monday morning, Brickworld, everybody.
I knew somebody was going to be like in the future.
At least it's the morning, though. At least it's morning.
Yeah, but that's okay though.
Did somebody say? Wait a minute. Did somebody say Mayo?
Right.
Yes. Mayo.
About half an hour.
I just had to get that catchphrase out there, you know.
All right. So our next guest is Foolin with Bricks, also known as Barry.
Whatcha? How you doing?
Whatcha? All right, whatcha back at ya? Ha ha ha!
Good morning. How are you doing?
Not bad.
Oh, Barry, that's a nice T-shirt you got going on there.
I know, man.
Thank you,
and that goes in also with that's what the one that's coming out, right? I couldn't remember. I know there was a lion's name in there, but I couldn't remember if there was different lion themed.
Okay,
castles.
Is that the English lion?
That's the Lion Knight
Lego
Crusaders. Yeah, the original.
Yes, I see. Foolin with Bricks is one of the only people who would bother to research that the Lion Knight sold from 1984 to 1992, as per the Lego history books, is actually called the Crusader Knights. So, props, Barry.
Wow.
And also has a different insignia as well. They have cross axes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've got one of those cross axe torsos, but the gold is heavily worn out.
Well, something that really blew my mind was I saw a picture of like all these different shields with all the different insignias, and there's a lot. There is way more of them than I actually would have ever thought there was, man. I thought there was just like a handful. But what are you showing us there, Mayo?
Well, Barry's wearing his shirt with the old Crusader Knights logo, but all I've got is this hashtag Tippertruck Army t-shirt instead.
That's all right.
Okay, and then can I ask you to get out of bed? Dang, why would you be so lazy? Like I'm just gonna lay in bed like I'm like you're BFAB or something. I mean, come on, at least sit up. Dang.
Because in South Australia it's 12:33 a.m.
Yeah,
I don't think that was the point really Doc was getting at, Mayo, but
exactly. Sit up, but whatever.
Also, I see Shy out there. Good morning, Shy. How you doing?
Hey, Shy time.
He says, "Long live the Black Falcons."
We're coming for the Black Falcons now. We got the Lion Knight class.
Something I wanted to highlight something. And Shy, I was going to actually invite you on here as well, but I know it's kind of early over there, and I know that you're definitely doing the army building, but I didn't know if you really how deep into the castle part you were getting into or not. But I want to say something about Shy, is his army, that I think is really interesting. So you guys should definitely check out Shy anyways, but if you haven't already, he's has been building this insanely huge like Black Falcon army, right? But he's also been like kind of adding in these other themed, I guess, army, or not army, but medieval knights to the collection. But also other people around the world have been like sending him some occasionally and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting how he's getting this army building from different factions of the world. You know what I mean? It's fast. I just find it fascinating. And it's so crazy because it's, when you think of army building, a lot of times a lot of people, your thoughts immediately go to Star Wars, but I think this is like the OG army building right here. Dang. Hold on, man. What do you get?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it's a mixture of
pile of bricks.
Just a big old pile of medieval knights and horses, man.
It's a mixture of some of the Lion Knights and the Dragon Knights from the 2013 Castle Wave, just chucked on top of my hashtag Black Falcon Army.
Yeah, you know something I don't see a lot of, and I don't know why exactly, because again, Castle isn't really the thing I know a lot about.
Right.
But I don't see that many dragons.
No,
yeah.
There
goes one for Dok.
Dragon's Fortress.
Yeah. That silly looking one.
Well, I mean, it just seemed like, hold on a second, Barry. It just seemed like, let me see that real quick. It just seemed like that there'd be more of them, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot. I've seen the green one. I've seen a black one, I think.
And isn't that the crocodile? It's like it's got a crocodile face.
Yeah, it uses a crocodile tail.
Yeah, good. Crocodile tail, crocodile face. It's basically a crocodile.
Well, I do like how it's got the red wings as well.
That makes no sense, though. That makes no sense, Hive. Red wings. What's going on there? What's going on?
I don't care. This is a nice highlight. But yeah, it just interested me because the dragon element to it. Because dragons, like I said, there's a lot of different cultures that use dragons and stuff like that. But for me, definitely medieval is like the first thing I think about when I think about dragons.
Yeah, me too. Because Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm just like, yeah, let's slay us a dragon.
Right.
The dragons come into effect around 91, and it's when Castle started to turn more fantasy. So as time went on, you got more and more Castle dragons and fantasy dragons as the Castle themes went on, which was mainly in my Dark Ages. But yeah, there was.
Is that where the wizards came in?
Yeah. You had wizards in the Fright Nights, and I think the first wizard was Magisto, which came in.
Yeah,
Dragon
that was
Master
in
sets.
1993, and the bigger sets, and so that sub theme of Castle was the Dragon Masters, and they had a very similar insignia to the Black Knights that were sold from 1988 to 1994. So 1993, with the fire-breathing fortress, was the first time we got a green dragon. And weirdly, in one of the Lego Adventurers sets, as a part of the Orient Expedition, they came with another dragon. But the dragon I remember seeing in stores was with that Dragon Fortress set from 2013. There was a red and black dragon for the the Dragon Knights.
Cool.
Oh, is it red body and black wings, or black body and red wings?
It's a red body and it had black bits and pieces on it, like to highlight on the dragon's wings and the body. I wish I had one actually. Packed away.
How many different kind of dragons are there for the medieval?
There's quite a few. Yeah, there's quite a few, especially in the fantasy era. There was a couple of green ones within the fantasy era. Also, you can get this in a black version for the Fright Nights, which also come with a witch, which was the first time we had a witch in the Castle theming. 96, 95, 96 era.
Yeah, because the Fright Nights were sold.
You say witch, and I look at my nose. I'm like, damn.
Because the Fright Nights were sold from 1997 to 1998.
Oh, so how many different factions are there? There's the Black Falcons or White Falcons, something Falcons.
Well over a dozen different, just alone from 1978 to 2000. Then you've got a couple after that, because you've got the two different parts of Knight's Kingdom. Then you've got the Fantasy Castle era from 2007 to 2009, which also had a dragon in one of those. And then you had Kingdoms, which is the one that has the joust set that people hold in high regards.
Real quick, I wanted to say hi and good morning to Hope Castle. Thank you for being here. Shy, I don't know. You said get me in, Coach. Did you want to join the panel? I'm not sure if that's what.
How come we didn't send an invite to Reed?
Get him in.
I thought you were the one sending invites on that side. My bad. Also, good morning to Brian. Thank you for being here.
Hive, you know I only have so many hands, Hive.
No, I was talking about before, not right now. Andrew, good morning. Good morning to you.
That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my
bad. Let's see here. Love.
He is on the Instagrams though. You can find him on Instagram.
let's see here. Oh,
so how many dragons do you have? Just one dragon, Barry, or do you have multiple versions of the same dragon, or what's the deal? And then what's your oldest castle set that you have?
The oldest castle set I have is a Knight's Castle. The Knight's Castle, I think, is 1984, 1985, the Knight's Castle.
Is it built or is it like in a box?
It's, unfortunately, a lot of my sets are all built, but they're stored away while I'm sort of getting my display sorted. I did manage to dig out one of my favourite castles.
Full screen. Let's see this camera.
It wasn't actually very loved very much back in the day, but now
it's loved. It's like people hated it back in the day.
There we go. Nice. It's the Knight's Mountain Fortress.
And I know the base plate's what really one of the things I love so much, man. It just adds a lot of depth to those builds.
It certainly does. You can really make some awesome. I mean, Brickstage Pass, Craig is actually building a mock castle on the base plate, and they could be used in so many different ways and to really spruce up your castles really without using so many different bricks and parts.
Yeah, give a nice elevation.
Awesome.
You can
My favorite minifig, one of my favorite minifigs is actually. This is called the King's Mountain Fortress, but it never had a king in any of the early sets, not until 1995, when we had the I think it was the King's Knight Castle.
Well,
Mayo may agree with that.
I think you're referring to the Royal Knight's Castle that came out in 1995.
Yeah, we got a king, but as you can see there, we got a princess or a maid, whatever you want to call her. She's one of my favourite figs. So I kind of think this is probably his daughter who's looking after this castle at that time.
Hang on, Mayo. Let me get your full screen. You can show off your castle.
There we go. Yeah, that's the one.
Hey. Yeah, so this is a mock. Believe it or not. Yeah, and so what I did is I showed off this castle and some other castle stuff I've got to my side here on one of the Agents of Mock's Mock Monday live streams. But I took the pieces from 2 of the 2013 King's Castles, and I took the castle wall panels that were in sets like the Black Monarch's Castle from 1989. Plus,
those are printed, right?
Yeah, they are printed, and the raised base plate from the King Leo's castle that came out in 2000, and I cobbled together this mock.
All right, that's really. Does it open up? No, because it can't open up because it's on the base plate.
Well, yes.
The drawbridge opens and closes, but I mean, I meant like folds open. You know.
No, like it doesn't because it's on a raised base plate, but. A lot of the sets from the Grey Castle era, which was basically the reign of the Crusaders and the Black Falcons. Those are the castles where it folds up.
Okay, so then the Black Falcons are like a newer faction.
Well, the Crusaders and the Black Falcons came out in 1984 with the King's Castle, and then you had sets like the Siege Tower. And the battering ram that came out, I think, in somewhere between 84 and 86. Then in 86, they came out with the Black Falcons Fortress. I think that was 1987, and also that same year, 1987, they came out with the Guarded Inn, which was re-released as a Lego Legends set in 2001.
With the Black Falcons Fortress as well, that came out as a legend set as well. Yeah.
What was that you were holding up, Barry?
This was the battering ram set that Mayo was talking about. This is quite a decent set. This also
is it still sealed, or you just put the pieces back in?
Yeah, no, it's been opened, but it's a really good quality one. Sorry, this is actually the Siege Tower, not the battering ram.
Oh wow,
battering ram is a very similar. Yeah, the battering ram is a very similar set to this. It's actually got like a tower on these walls. And what Mayo may not have mentioned, and I haven't mentioned, is that a lot of these are modular. These can be fitted together. They have the Technic pins in order to fit. I mean, this could fit this set theoretically with the set that I just showed you a moment ago. It's got the pin on it. There you go.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, wow. Good morning, Sidious. Thank you for being here. Oh wow, yeah.
So just at the bottom there's the pin.
I gotta, dude. I love this castle stuff. I desperately would love to start collecting it, man. It's a big theme that I can't.
Yeah, we draw you in.
Man.
It
would suck me right in.
So did the Forestmen ever have a castle?
No, they had the River Fortress.
River Fortress. You hear that, Simon? There's a chance, Simon. There's a chance.
We have another guest as well.
Hey!
Someone else that is into some castles. And that is Shy Time is my time.
Hey!
What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
How's it going, guys? Long live the
Black
Black Falcons. And I'm only saying that because I have a huge army.
Get rid. That's old news now. It's the Lion Knights.
Hey, what? I'm trying to catch up. All right, I'm trying to catch up.
Well, actually, is there? I mean, those different knights, different factions. It's just literally just different names, right? Like, is there any type of like things that revolve around them? Like, is there some that is it like just a color thing, or because look, I noticed part of the whole medieval castle thing is not just the knights. There's like the archers. You know, you see people with the bow and arrows and all that stuff all the time. I feel like there's other. There's like your what are the blacksmiths. You know, like stuff like that. Is there? You know, like
lore? Are you asking if there's lore?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So, yeah, this is something for you, but like I'm getting back into this whole like castle thing. Like I got I picked up some old G like castle sets. I finally got my first Lego set, which is Black Knight's Castle. I just got it from eBay for like a dumb amount of money. So
do you have it to show?
It's actually in pieces in a box. It's not really. I wasn't able to get the whole box, but you'll see.
I wish I could get mine out. I would show.
Yeah, you can see his. But as I was doing research, because I want to kind of immerse myself back into the castle line, obviously because I'm building the Falcons, but it's kind of, you know, there's an end date with the Black Falcon Army. Like it's gonna end, so like I kind of want to see what my next goal into that theme is, and it's just to kind of build my own castle. But like I was looking through the factions because I want to find an enemy, and I was noticing that like I don't know if it's fan lore or if it's actual Lego lore of like the older castle line characters that would come from like Royal Knights before.
All of that lore that Shy Time's referring to is probably stuff on the Wikipedia that was sourced from the catalogs that were back in the day, because they'd have different descriptions of the characters and whatnot and how they interacted with the set, and it created this unofficial lore that only real castle fans know about.
And I was also noticing that like with that too, like the factions all have like their purpose kind of lore, like the Black Knights are these guys, the Royal, whatever, it's from like prior Royal Knights, like there's like every faction had their own type of purpose.
Yeah, and I think the three best examples of lore that goes along with a faction, we've already covered the Dragon Masters. The Archers were most prominent with the Forestmen that were sold from 1987 to 1990. Sets like the Forestmen's River Crossing in 1990, and also I believe what the GWP is supposed to resemble is the Forestman's hideout. Then you also had the camouflage outpost and the Forestman's River Fortress that Bowie said that their main weapon of choice was a bow and arrow.
Weren't they like
and
Robin
then you had
Hood?
the Wolf Pack, and then you had the Wolf Pack in 1991, 1992, or they actually might have just, maybe they were 1992, 1993. Their main purpose was to rob people in the woods.
Yeah, they were robbers.
That's kind of jacked up now.
just to add to what to Mayo said as well, just briefly, is that there's also, you talked about the it's mainly lure that was built around catalogs, which is completely correct. But there's also the deep castle fans actually come up with their own lure. Unfortunately, with Pirate, for instance, Pirates had a lot more lure than what Castle did. So what the fans come up with, for instance, is generations. So if you take the Lion Knights, for instance, there are generations of Lion Knights. So what you would see in the 80s, which you would see this insignia, would then go on to be the Royal Castle Knight. So anything with a lion on the crest is almost like the generation before, a bit like the kings and queens in the UK, in England. You see the different kings as they and queens that take over from the ones, and same with the Black Falcons as well. They say around the Black Falcons, well, with the new one that's just come out. So there's different generations with different insignias, but you can almost trace their heritage back to the original castles from 1984.
Did they do like? Is there? I'm trying. So it seems like right now it's. I don't want to say it's easy, but it seems like it's at least very accessible to be able, and I'm using Shy kind of an example of this, to buy a lot of Black Falcons. Whether it's this, they came in the CMF packs, didn't they? I think they came in the CMF packs. They came in the blacksmith shop, right? I want to say they came in the blacksmith shop.
Three sets so far. And also the 3-in-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they come in the 3-in-1, the medieval fortress. Medieval fortress. Sorry, the blacksmith shop, and they also came in the Bricklink designer program.
All right. So the reason I brought this up is because, again, there's a lot of different factions that they've made over the years, and I'm curious with a theme that doesn't seem to be as splurged as like something like Star Wars or whatever. You know what I mean? Like how like was it like they only made a very limited amount of certain of these factions or something? Which is going to lead into another question, by the way, but I'm kind of curious about this first.
Well, over the past 44 years, because some people don't realize that the yellow castle era from 1978 to 1983, which is referred to as Classic Castle, ever since then, I want to say we've gotten over 1.5 dozen different factions. There's probably a little bit more than that. So it's so to put it into terms that Star Wars fans can comprehend, it's almost like for every planet there's one race of soldiers. For every faction there's one
Right.
army of knights.
But what I mean is, like, since it doesn't seem like, at least since I've been on my Dark Ages, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like until just recently castle's been like a big thing. So like, did they make like a castle set and it had like a faction in it, and then that was like the only set that might have had that faction in it? Because there's so many and there's so few castle stuff, it seems like, you know what I mean? Like, like right now, again, you can buy Black Falcons, it seems like a lot, you know what I mean? But they didn't obviously do that with the other themes, like the other factions, right? Like make it that easy to get that many.
It wasn't until 1997 that we got castle sets that had different factions in different sets, because they went totally full blown in the 90s. I think the 90s is the generation with the most different types of factions.
Okay. So that kind of leads me into another question, and this is something obviously a lot of us talk about with Lego is value. So I know this goat that I've made a video about and we've talked about stuff was only in one set, and that was a castle set.
Yeah.
So setting the goat aside, is castle like one of these ones that like has a lot of value to it? You know,
All right, so to answer that question, one of my goals after completing my Black Falcon army, or I'm kind of working on it right now, is to collect 3 minifigures at least per faction that was created.
Okay.
So every faction, and I just want to display like every single faction with every single. Oh, hold on, I gotta show you.
Gonna have banners. You like banners? Banners behind them.
Banners, I'm not so like. We can make custom banners if I can't get them, but to get the horse bards like these.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. This only came out on one set, like this one, and this by itself is like $50.
I was gonna say, and that's a specific mold too. Yeah.
So the great
there
green
are other
dragon
ones you can get. Yeah. So these guys,
Dude, I don't even collect Castle, and I'm like infatuated by that piece.
So
Man.
in the Castle, whether it's Kingdoms, Fantasy, and any of them, I've noticed there are specific knights and characters that only came out on one set. So those minifigures will go anywhere between, like, the Golden Knight is like $60 on average. Wow. And it's very limited to how many are currently out there right now. So I'm trying to hurry up and get all these specific knights as quickly as possible before these prices jump. Like, if you want to equate this to like the Star Wars ones, Anakin Skywalker, the one that came in the Palpatine's arrest.
Yeah,
the very clean robe, like he has both the evil dual face and the proper dual face. So I bought that for my 501st Army, like quickly, like right when I wanted to decide I want to do that. At the time, it was like $35, so it wasn't so bad. And there was only 8 available in the USA on Brickworld.
Oh, wow!
Now, it's dumb. So I'm trying to hurry up before Castle starts to become a huge thing. Because with the new 2 castles that are coming out, it's probably going to gain some traction.
Yeah.
That these prices for these specific knights, like the Golden Knight or Barry, I got a question for a Dragon Knight lore question for you in a second. But like before all these knights that are specifically to these sets only came out once, especially these horse bards that are not common, before they go up.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
And that specific
this particular figure is very difficult to get as well. The Forest Woman. She only comes one set, and she's very difficult to get hold of. She come in the crossing. She came in the Throne of the Crossing. Really expensive. You're probably looking around 60 UK pounds upwards.
Yeah, that's see, I knew it. I knew there was some stuff, not just that goat, you know what I mean? I knew there was other things going around in the Castle universe that definitely has value.
The goat became a meme, so that's the reason why that got worse. I mean, that's
yeah, I know that game definitely gained some traction, but
I wanted to comment when you showed it, but I'm like, no. Good morning, Brickworld.
just look up the Golden Knight in Bricklink and you'll see exactly what I mean. It's like $60 right now. I have it on a want list. If I see someone with a decent price, I'll pick it up. But like it's not easy to collect these knights, and I'm trying to collect just a small portion. Sorry, guys, small portion of them, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be just as pricey as my Black Falcons, and that was
and the reason I had looked up the shields with all the different faction themes on it was because of this army, this knight army thing that Shai's got going on. You know what I mean? Because I was like, because I remember talking about it and getting all these different knights and whatever. And I was like, I can't remember if it was the other night I was looking at them, and hold on a second, let me see that Shai. But I was looking at all the different things, and I was like, dude. See, Shai's got the elephants going on, dude. Those look so sick, dude. Those look so sick. Awesome. And I love how you got the black and white Falcons, dude.
Dude, this I have 2 base plates worth of this. Oh, was not cheap.
That was a good.
So did you pick Black Falcon as your faction because it was going to be the cheapest?
Yeah,
to mass produce.
Yes, that's the reason why I chose them, because I never really kind of got into the motion of like having to do an army. But if I'm ever gonna build an army, like in actual, like this is an army, because we all used to pretend as kids that like 10 minifigures was an army.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to build a real army, like massive. The Black Falcons is the cheapest option right now, and as the days progress, it's actually getting more expensive since Lego changed the whole bricks and pieces thing online. So it used to be like $4 will give you an actual black Falcon fully equipped, that's with armor and weapons. Now it's like it jumped up to like 6 or 7 on average, depending on what you're trying to do.
And to piggyback off of those prices, the original Black Falcons that were sold from 1984 to 1992 nowadays would fetch you just over 2 times that price.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it really blows my mind just how that works. You know what I mean?
That's a good comparison, Barry.
Yeah, but did it also like decide how you're going to equip them? You're going to be like, well, they're all gonna have to wear silver helmets because that's the cheapest helmet that there is. Or
yeah,
I'm gonna be
so,
like all archers wear black hats and all
so
infantry
I have
men, because I would think that they would be kind of like slightly distinguished by their platoons or whatever, and be like, look, they got black and white arms. These guys do, and these guys got all white arms. Those guys got all black arms.
To be fair,
Different shields, different helmets. These guys all have spears.
So yeah, I'm trying to do like different things. Oh my bad, I'm sorry. You're breaking up there.
No, I was going to say something Shy done quite recently. He's actually released a video talking about the difference and how to make your army not look uniform and make them look realistic. And if you look at a lot of the sets that, especially with the early Castle minifigs come out, a lot of them were mix and match. They had different torsos to different legs to different helmets. Nothing looked the same. Every minifig in different sets, be it a Lion Knight, a Black Falcon, they all look very different. You wouldn't get many which had the same coloration. Hence the reason, you pick the different Black Falcons up. For instance, this one's got black legs. This one's got black legs, a different sort of Viking style shield. Whereas this one, sorry, you can see I've actually got a modern head on that one. I put a modern head in there by accident. But you can see this one's got grey legs with a black helmet, but you also got the grey helmets as well.
Which is accurate to actual medieval times.
Yeah, that's right. You got the
okay. Helmets. Well, that is the fact that they're like, yo, this is the only pants I got. Live with it.
Yeah. So it just fascinates me, man. Just all these different factions and stuff. But what do you got there, Shy?
So these are two other units aside from the elephants I'm doing. So like, I'm going more to the fantasy.
What are the wings?
The wing ones.
Oh, okay.
But fantasy, I'm just trying to like play with what else I can do with the Black Falcons aside from how you intend for them to be. That's why you saw the elephants. But like, just digging through Bricklink by itself, trying to find specific pieces to make things happen. I'm like diving really heavily into what was made for the actual castle line. It's expensive. Like it's like I feel like it's very underrated as far as how much is out there, like in comparison to like Star Wars and stuff like that. So, but it's just as pricey.
Well, and the thing too is, especially when you're building an army, maybe something might not be too expensive, but when you're buying like hundreds of them, dude, it adds up. Like that was one of the lessons me and Chef learned at Brick Fair. This isn't medieval stuff, but we would buy all kinds of little things from whatever Citizens Brick or whatever, whoever it may be. And you don't think about it, man, because they're like 25, 50 cents a piece. But when you add them all up, it comes to like $50 or, whatever. So yeah, it's stuff can add up pretty quick. Good morning, B Brick Builds. How are you today?
Hey, B Brick. Greg is asking a question.
Where's he at? Hey, Pete's question for the panel. Where do I go to find out about the different factions of the knights?
Either go to Wikipedia or Wikimedia and search by castle.
Yes.
So I noticed Hope says happy. I built a unique army. Hope, if you want to join the panel, by the way, message me on Instagram so I don't have to try and like find you or anything. If you want to join, and I'll send you a link. But it says happy I built a unique army. Also, I noticed earlier he said that he makes cloth things for
he makes his own capes. This way he can pick his own material. He's got the pattern, he cuts them out.
And plus I get it.
Save a ton of money.
Yeah. But it's weird. It's interesting because the thing that Shai was talking about with, when you're young and you've got like 10 army, knights or whatever, and you use your imagination, and you think of it's like, whole battalion, huge army of them. I know that feeling because it's the same way I feel about like my forest. And that's why I made the forest bigger than the city and everything, because I just remember like using like whatever G.I. Joe or whatever, when I was younger, and you'd use your imagination with like whatever little pieces you'd have. And now I have this insanely huge forest. I can literally, have all my minifigs out there or make my stop motions and stuff. So it's really nice when you can kind of achieve some of those goals. I saw that book, Barry. I saw that book online.
That looks and Reed, I sent you an invite, Reed. I sent Reed an invite.
This is like a Bible.
I figured it out.
Like a Bible. For anybody who wants to get into Castle, wants to know about the different factions, wants to know about the minifigs, you'll see in this book there's so many different style minifigs.
Oh wow, yeah. See, I saw that
it tells
online.
you
I
the
was like, dude, that
castle
looks like
sets
a
that they
good
come
book.
in. It's an awesome set. I bought this. I think it's probably around UK £19 now. What's that? $22 roughly. But you can get it on cheap. Sometimes you can get these in second-hand bookshops, and sometimes Amazon put it down. This is a really good thing if you really want to get into Castle and learn about the different factions. So if you didn't want to go online and check it out online, Greg, and for anyone else that's watching, this is a great book to look for.
I wonder if that's the book Craigster was just talking about too. Great book as well, the Classic Castle Lego Minifigures catalog. Dude, that looks great to read. Even if you're not even in the castle, just looks interesting to read about, you know, and especially the way they had the pictures and the descriptions to go along with it and everything. Yeah. By the way, Journal of the Scots, good morning to you, and Secret Scroll Bricks, good morning to you. Brett's Builds, good morning to you. He says there's no cheap in Castle.
Oh no.
It's also
crazy. Those crazy base plates.
So inventory has a lot to do with that. So there's just so like, especially in the kingdoms and like the fantasy times. So Sans and I were playing with like just looking through Bricklink for random things, especially the that really expensive. I don't know if you guys seen it. The really big chess castle set, not the 200. Like,
oh yeah. I've seen it. Yeah,
huge. It's like you can play one of 4 factions, and like I'm like, dude, that's cool. That's a good way to get all the minifigs in 4 factions in like
because
one
didn't that come out in 2007?
So it's whenever the fantasy line came out. What is that? Early 2000s?
Yeah,
or late 2000s.
Yeah, so 2007.
That set right now goes for like $2.5 grand.
God damn.
There's only like 6 available in the United States or North America right now, and only one of them's fully complete. So it's like.
Wow. So it's like Castle people don't give up their sets. They're like, no, we don't sell. We don't sell. We buy. We keep forever.
Go straight to the bin of like parts of like kids, and they get destroyed. They're not kept and held. So like when you go into the dark side of going back into like older lines of sets, like I feel like it's harder to get sets from like the fantasy line where you had like the orcs and stuff, and like early medieval or kingdoms, than it is to get stuff from like the 90s.
Oh wow!
Because no one kept their castle sets in the past 2 decades.
Yeah.
So there's not that many out there.
No, that makes sense. By the way, good morning, Hope. How are you today?
I'm good. I was working on water earlier, so.
Oh, okay.
I was working on my water stuff, so.
So can we see some of this cloth barding too? Because I want to see some of this cloth barding on a horse. Because I've seen Reed make, capes forever.
I don't know if that's the problem. I was looking to see if I had a horse here, but I think they're all like, so this is the new cloth that I'm working with. It's actually denim, so I don't even have to prep it. And so I just, traced I kind of looked at a barding layout and just kind of made it. I need to figure out how to make it a little bit snugger up the front, but I've done different ones. I mean, some, like some suede, the suede one. This one's a little bit of a harder, so it'll stay. But that's kind of. I mean, the denim looks really nice. So capes, because now you get the kind of the nice soft type look to it. So,
oh yeah,
right. Yeah, and it's 2 colors. Seems that's like
shiny. Yeah, I mean, in the end, this is the old one. This is the old go-to for the ice bears. I mean, they're all capeless these days, so I've kind of removed their capes. But these all had to be prepped, so they all had to be coated before I made them.
So what do you like? Got to use like a I guess just a hole puncher or something for it? Or
yeah, basically you coat it with matte medium. I use like Liquitex matte medium, and then that becomes like a paper, and you can just cut it with scissors and a paper hole punch.
Oh, okay.
The denims will work with scissors and stuff. I mean, these are the original kind of ones where I just had just a standard cotton cloth, and then I just kind of was like, maybe I can try it with the suede and stuff. The only problem is some of these are thicker than the original ones. The original ones, the pattern was thin, and this one's a little bit thicker. So even treated, it is still, it doesn't stick. Kind of pushes the head up a little bit too much. But
right.
So, but I keep experimenting with cloth. I probably have probably 20 or 30 different patterns out in my storage I need to work with, but not teaching the class this year, the workshop at Brickworld. Maybe next year I'll be working with cloth again, but the collab is eating up all my time this year, building all this water, it's like.
Yeah, there's going to be a huge castle. Isn't there going to be a battle between another faction?
Nah, no battle this time. We're all trying to get to valuable resources. So we might still battle over the resources, but in the end, it won't have the normal battle scene that it normally has, which is fine. It's because in the end, nobody's bringing a major castle for scene. So the island will probably be the biggest area for fighting, which is still being constructed now with about 2 weeks left. So I need to really hustle, but water is being built too. So, it's just,
I have to say too, at all the conventions, man, I feel like, look, and I say Star Wars is probably my favorite just because it's a biased opinion, you know what I mean? But second to that, man, castles are always the best mocks, dude.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the hugest castles, man. And not even just the size, but the way I've seen people integrate just different themes within the castles, and like how you can look in a room and see all the gold, and they put the light in there. And let me ask you guys
your
something
imagination.
Too. Exactly.
Your imagination.
That's why I'm saying I know if I start collecting castle, I won't stop, dude. Because that's something you can. It's not like a city to where you buy different buildings and you can have like a whole city, but it's castle, like you can put it all together. You can make one huge castle with all the castle stuff you have, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Unless you're using
then it needs a village,
Well, yeah. But let me ask you guys a kind of a
It's
dumb
on and
question. I mean, I kind of know the answer to this, but I'm kind of curious, your guys' take on it. Now, Vikings is a whole separate theme, right?
Right.
Yeah,
it's a part of the castle line.
Let's see. That's what I'm curious, because I feel like you can mix them pretty easily. But I don't know. This is an area I'm not familiar with. But like, it's part of the castle line, but it's like a different faction.
It's a samurai or ninja, right? It's the same thing.
Ninja.
Kind of concept. Yeah, ninja.
Yeah. Ninja and Vikings are sub themes.
Yeah.
All right.
But a lot of curious castles don't recognize them.
And with what you were saying earlier, just then about the castles at the convention, there's also a skill about how you use the different types of minifigs. So the four most common different types of figs for an army is the knight, who's normally on the battlefield itself, riding on the horse. Then you've got the spearman, the crossbowman, and the archer. So what you normally have is you have the archers and the crossbowmen in the watchtowers or on the side walls, actually defending the castle. Sometimes you might have the spearmen on the inner grounds of the castle, or if you're really hampered with men, actually have them on the battlefield, and the knights are exclusively for the battlefield.
Yeah.
If you're gonna base any of the sets or anything you build mock-wise, you could use at different times in history. For instance, Vikings obviously came before William the Conqueror. Take William the Conqueror. When he took over in 1066, his heritage, although he was French, his heritage was actually from the Vikings. He had Viking blood. So you can integrate that all together if you wanted to create your own lure. Wanted to build your own custom style sets and use your own sort of imagination. You ain't got to stick with just fantasy. You can actually use historical if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, that's the other great thing about the castle stuff is you could literally be strictly historical about it, or you could totally go the Lord of the Rings kind of way with it. Yeah,
that's it.
And that's why, like, the Lord of the Rings part of it is why I've just loved it so much, man. I've always loved that fantasy element, with elves and knights and all that stuff, dude. Yeah, good stuff, man. I gotta tell you, like I said, it's one of those things that I and the other thing I like about the castle stuff too is, everybody knows I'm a big fan of like forest type elements, you know what I mean? So obviously, very heavily kind of influences. Speaking of which, that gift of purchase that's coming out of the Forest Hideout. Can I assume that that's something like you guys probably want, or
yeah,
I don't know.
I wanted, and a story about that for me. I was planning on waiting for a double VIP points to get the UCS Luke's land speeder, but now that they're coming out with that gift with purchase right now, instead of when for the fans it'd make more sense, but for corporates they wouldn't make as much money. They're going to release the GWP next month, so instead I'll just buy the UCS Luke's land speeder, meet the threshold to get that with purchase.
Nice.
The one thing that's good about that set or that gift for purchase is that it's a redub. Like, you know what I mean?
That's what I had heard.
The fact that everybody's been asking to just do the same thing, blah blah blah.
Yes, just update it.
Just do it again. Like this satisfy. Like, okay, you A-fools out there, chill. Here, you're all old enough to remember this. Buy it. So hopefully this stems with to do more with this demand for this gift for purchase. So although it's dumb and I don't agree with him, I wish it came with the castle line. It makes sense to do that. This is like a test. Like if people are gonna go out of their way to buy this set just out of nowhere because it doesn't coincide with double VIP or anything like this. If they go out of their way to buy this damn set, and if the two castles pick up like crazy, especially with the spaceship, yeah, I foresee probably not 2023, but 2024 we will see classic lines coming back.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
at least in a limited run,
I would love to know. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that the Forestman's also a crossover. I consider it a crossover theming. So it's a castle set. It's a sub-castle set that a lot of people like the Robin Hoods and being able to put them in their forests and their villages and things like that, the city sets. I think is a lot of love for Forestman as a standalone theme as well as it just being part of Castle. So, I mean, look at the forest, the Castle and the Forest set. Just look what happened with that. That was so predictable. And they didn't handle that at all right. And hopefully what they're trying to do is make up for it with this set that's coming.
Exactly. I foresee the Forcemen coming back heavily because they've kept the hat mold forever. It's still being used like in CMFs and stuff like that. You see it in the succulents. It's there. I saw that post. I built it. I'm like, oh look, the Forcemen hat. But like the print, what is this called? What the Forcemen wear? The neck tabard. Yeah. Yeah, that print is still being utilized in all the build a minifig troops, the custom ones that you can only the custom minifigure machines that you can go only to the flagship stores. That print is on there, so you can find that print everywhere. So it's just a recolored dub. You have the hat already. There's no reason why this shouldn't be a thing. So at that point where maybe they test out the Bricklink thing with the Castle in the Forest, like, oh, okay, this is an easy faction to make because we have everything. There's nothing exclusive at this point in the current inventory that they can make to not jump on board with the Forcemen.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. What you got there? A tower there?
Yeah, so I'm well, it's in the dark right now, but this is my Lego city. I'm primarily a city builder, even though this is a castle. I love castle. And so years ago, I wanted a way to combine my love of castle and city. So I used a bunch of the octagonal plates from the 2013 King's Castle, as well as the wall elements. And I made a medieval version of a skyscraper. And then a couple years ago, oops, don't fall over. We don't want to stare into the light, do we? But I bought this Crusader Knight that has the heavily worn gold I talked about. That's a alternative helmet. But I also bought at a similar time the Forestman that has the merchant's torso. Bowie showed off the Forest woman, but the more common ones were the red and blue bibs. The black bibbed one is the second rarest, but this one is the merchant because you've got the little sack in his pocket.
Looks like he's got a banana stuck in his hat.
Well, yeah, that's the feather that Lego just.
Right.
That fig reminds me of Men in Tights. I don't know why, because maybe because the hat.
Well, I saw
Side,
Cabbage
right?
singing the Men in Tights song. By the way, Cabbage, how you doing, my lord?
Those white plumes are really expensive. If you look for the white plumes, they're mega expensive.
Yeah,
see, Mayo's a perfect example. Mayo's a perfect example why you can't get castle sets from the late 2000s to the the teens, because he broke down the king's castle to make a mock. That's the reason why there are nothing out there.
Well, that's something. Yeah, a lot of people say
mocks
is about the castle stuff. How there's not a lot of it out there. You know what I mean? Which is something I think Hope brought up the comment about, like, that's why it's kind of easy not to, I guess, spend too much money on it or something, is because there's just not a lot of it out there, unless you're that hardcore and you're buying like the rare stuff. You know what I mean? Right. Also, good morning to Rula. How you doing, buddy? So listen, we're gonna have to go ahead and kind of stop because I gotta do the membership giveaway. I know.
What?
Right?
Oh, I gotta spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
All right,
fine. Membership has its privileges.
I don't know. We got 10 minutes, and I want to make sure everybody. Oh wow, dude, you got some of those too, Shy?
Yeah, Leo Knights.
Yeah, Legoland, dude. My kids are fighting with these. So actually, my wife and I bought these for us. Like, we bought these for us because we're obsessed.
Dude,
with
I love the ones.
Why is that? Why is it not the proper faction?
Real shit.
Yeah,
I know. Like, I was gonna say, I love the one that Barry got too.
Yeah, look at Barry's is for real. He's for real.
Right?
He's like, yeah,
I'm gonna get my own. I saw the pages for those.
Let's get on with the members giveaway.
Yes, let's go ahead and get that out of the way. But I was gonna say, like, I don't know, should we do last man standing, or just do you think we got enough time just do like the first pick? I don't know. I think
we should do last man standing. Let's just spin that wheel fast.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just spin it fast. All right, let me go ahead and.
Did the chat pick? Did they get to pick? Did they pick?
No, I'm just gonna let the winner pick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was.
Let's spin that wheel. Why are we talking? Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel.
Let me share the screen here.
All right. Anybody, Anthony? Anybody but Anthony.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Yeah,
you got everybody on here got a 1 in 22. 1 in 22 chance.
Yeah, and you are gone, and it is.
Oh my gosh, BFAB. Is it BFAB?
First one out.
First one. Oh my god.
Gone. He's gone. All right. Spin that wheel. Yeah.
Coming through the room, turn the bass out. Y'all been sleeping on me.
And good luck to everybody.
Do your makeup, drop it real low.
Oh, it looks like Nate.
Nope. It looks like it's Nicole. Oh. I'm so sorry, Nicole.
Out of here. All right, spin again.
I'm loving the music.
I know. It's like, yeah, you're about to go down.
It reminds me of something that Twix with the ninja would wear.
Oh no, Macro!
Oh, Macro, out of here! Out of here! I love the laugh. I love the laugh.
Rubbing your face in it, laugh.
They definitely rub it in with the laugh.
I'm loving how the
It's gonna move to
Dusty. It's gonna be Dusty.
Oh, brush off them bricks.
Sorry, Dusty. So sorry, Dusty. So sorry.
That's the most wicked laugh I've ever heard on a video.
Y'all been sleeping on me. Better wake up. Put your fly gear on. Do your makeup.
Oh, I'm gone. Who am I?
Oh, Mr. Blue. So sorry, Mr. Blue.
That's two
All right,
spins avoided.
Yeah, it does sound like.
All right, down to 17.
Sleeping on me. Better wake up. Put your
Is it gonna be? Oh, it looks like it's gonna be Ingrid.
Oh, Ingrid.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ingrid.
That makes me laugh.
You know,
Is that laugh royalty free?
It almost sounds like Doc's laugh.
All right, here we go. Looks like Anthony will not be winning again.
All right. Anthony's out.
So sorry, Anthony. So sorry. You stepped on a Lego. So sorry.
Yeah.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up.
All right, we are moving along pretty quickly.
Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Oh,
the newest members. Oh man.
So sorry, Everlaya.
Oh wow. Tear. Hashtag tear. Okay.
Whenever that voice laughs, I'm gonna think of Dok from now on.
All right, come on. Who's it gonna be? Looks like it's gonna be nope. JT.
JT's out.
So sorry, JT. So sorry.
Bummer.
All right.
Turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me. Better wake up.
All right. Wheel goes round and round, and I think it's gonna be Mama Lego this time. I'm so sorry, Mama Lego.
Third one closely avoided.
Bummer.
Oh no. All right. Spin me right round. Looks like it's gonna land on Lego Freak, which was I think
he won last time.
Last month's winner. Yeah,
he won the last one, so it's okay.
So at least we know the last couple winners are winning.
They're out. All right, so it's gonna be a new winner this time, man.
Yeah,
new winner.
New winners. New winners. All right, here we go. Who we got? I think it's gonna be Dude Jude. I'm so sorry, Dude Jude.
Hey, you're out of here. See it. All right, next time.
All right, we are moving along though. We're down to 10 entries.
Killing me.
We've gotten through more than half of the contestants. I think this one's Bricky. I'm so sorry. Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Chef,
I'm so
You're
sorry.
out of here.
I'm so sorry, Chef. So sorry. All right, nine left.
My heart is racing.
And two of them are in the chat as we speak.
Greg. I thought he was going to be fixed. I thought he was going to win this.
No, London bridges are falling down. Damn,
I know I feel bad because I just won on his membership giveaways.
Why do I love that line so much?
Oh my goodness. Oh no, Craigster, I was rooting for you this time, man. Oh wait.
Oh, he's gone.
God, that was so close. I'm so sorry. God, that was close.
Coming through the room, turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me.
Man, it's getting pretty intense. Looks like it's gonna be Brick Fella. I'm so sorry, Brick Fella.
Bummer.
Oh my goodness, man. This is getting
I love that
crazy.
there's fireworks too. Boom!
Turn the bass up. Y'all been sleeping on me. Better wake up.
Oh my gosh, who's it gonna? Oh, he's shy!
It's like clean me. It's not even like close me.
Oh my goodness. All right. Sorry,
All right, being on the panel doesn't help. Okay, spin that
I
wheel.
know being on the panel does not help.
Coming far.
Oh, Ninja.
Oh, lurking in the shadows. He's out.
Ninja. Oh, that laugh is just terrifying.
All right, look at that. Mayo's got a chance. All right, spin that.
All right,
Yeah.
what's it gonna be? Mayo, you gonna stay in it? 4 left.
Oh.
It's like snap two.
It's close.
Come on.
Oh no, snap.
Snap two. Oh.
I'm so sorry, Stab. I'm so sorry.
Only three remain. Okay.
All right, we got Bricky, Mayo, and Oldendorf.
Killing me.
Oh, I'm voting for Oldendorf.
Oh,
Ricky T.Y. Oh,
I
man.
know. So Bricky's like one of my longest members too.
Oh my god, it's
Look at that. It's between Mayo and Oldendorf. Come on, Lego gods. Oldendorf.
All right,
for the
everybody,
win.
look. Everybody, whoever gets eliminated, it's just going to be the winner left. So this is the last spin.
All
All
right.
right. Good luck to the both of you.
Oh my god.
So you do not want your name to come up.
Y'all been sleeping on me.
Come on, Oldendorf. Come on, old
I'm
man.
gone.
Come on. Come on. Do it, old man. Do it. Do it.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oldendorf is the winner. Yeah.
Send
Oh
Mayo
my
to the
God.
tower. Send
Congrats,
him to the
Oldendorf.
tower.
That was a fun spin.
Well
Yeah,
done.
that
well
was
done.
that
well
was
done.
very
That was
very
good.
fun. Congratulations, Oldendorf. Oldendorf, message me on Instagram. Send me your address, and I will send. Oh, Oldendorf. I'm sorry, real quick. Which one? Dang it. Which one did you want? There is demolitions. Hold on, let me put myself on the big screen.
I see we've got a maniac for bricks in the chat.
Hi, Joey. You can either pick the demolition stunt bike or the what's this one? The rocket stunt bike.
Super Dave Osborne.
You remember Super Dave?
Yeah. I'm
And
that
these were
old.
the minifigures. So there's the rocket. Wait, the rocket guy, and then there's the demolition guy.
And the demolition guy is in the current hospital set on the city line. He's in a wheelchair. He had an accident.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
He says red and white figure, please. Okay,
Yeah, Super
rocket.
Dave. He wants a Super Dave
All
Osborne.
right, Super Dave for you. So all right, congratulations, Oldendorf. And like I said, message me on Instagram. Send me whatever address you want me to send this to, and I will get it out to you. All right, so real quick, before we end the stream, before we stop the show, I just want to say again, thank you to everybody in the chat. I appreciate Doc and I love you guys so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
We do want to thank everybody also on the panel. And what is that picture?
You know, you got to fight in the Lego stores when you're bored.
Dude, that is so awesome.
That read.
That is so great.
Wow.
So I'm gonna start with Hope. I want you guys just, if there's anything you want to plug or shout out anything, for your channel or anything else, please feel free. Hope, you got anything you want to plug?
Oh no, just I'm just hyping the Chicago Brickworld show on my weekly Friday stream.
Friday Night Bricks.
I had a full panel this last week, which was kind of surprising. I haven't had one in a while, but other than that's it. Basically that, just prepping for the show. Just waiting for Chicago, man.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I think everybody definitely waiting on Chicago. Even people that aren't going are waiting on Chicago because we know we're going to get to live through everybody there. Shy, is there anything that you want to plug? I know you just put out a new video as well.
Yeah, I got like 15 videos in the work before Chicago. I don't know why I'm grinding this hard, but that we have Cali Brick Click every Friday. This time we have Holly coming up, and it should be the end of Land Talk because her final meeting's tomorrow. So we'll find out what's going on over there.
Wow, yeah.
So we'll have
everybody be interested to see what she has to say about that. I know that there's already been opinions about land, but I know that created definitely some new ripples in the water. Everybody definitely check Cali Brick Click out. It's such a great podcast. I did enjoy the last one with Iceberg as well.
Yeah, that was good.
So
much talk outside.
Yeah, there was some good juicy conversation about that stuff.
Lego Master Shade.
Yes, it was. It was just some slight shade. It was some constructive criticism shade. Barry, Foolin with Bricks. You sir, what would you like to plug anything? I know you just put out a new video as well.
I have, yeah. I've been doing a lot of off-the-cuff videos and just responding to Castle news that's coming out. I do have videos planned in the works that should be coming up involving this particular set.
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta see the bigger picture of that. What is it?
Bit of a sneak peek. Yeah, it's involving this set. So there's going to be a video on that pretty soon. Just talking about that. And mainly I'm on Instagram, so you can find me on there if you want to hook up with me. And I always do like a little weekly vlog, letting people know what I'm up to and what I'm thinking. But yeah, look out for future videos. And like I say, they come off the cuff at the moment, responding to news.
Hey, sometimes that's some of the best stuff, I'll tell you. Hey, Mr. J, how's it going? Mayo, you wanna shout anything out? You wanna plug anything?
Yeah, so I just want to say that since I was last on an episode of Good Morning Brickworld, the editing has gotten infinitely better. So props. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mayo Hosko channel because this is a castle episode. I'll remind everyone that I have a playlist about my castle content. It's Mayo Lego Castle. Just search on my playlist page. Also, you said that there might be a future episode about trains. You got my attention with that, and for any other social media links on my behalf, you should be able to find them at mayohosko.weebly.com.
Right on. I always got stuff coming out, so I'm not even gonna really plug anything.
Also, my live streams in the Good Morning Brickworld calendar.
Yes, it's in the live stream calendar. Yeah. Doc, you wanna chat anything out? You wanna plug anything?
No, nothing really. Although there might be a Good Evening Brickworld today, maybe 90% chance. 90% chance.
There you go. 90% chance.
Watch the feed. I'll post early if it's gonna happen.
So yeah, good times. Again, want to thank everybody on the chat. We want to thank everybody on the panel. You guys have been extremely informative and specific with a lot of the questions that we've asked because it's such a very niche kind of theme, even though it's very popular, but it's also kind of elusive in a way. And even as big as it's been getting, it still seems like even if you buy a castle, there still seems to be few people that are heavily into it. You know what I mean? So again, it was really great to be able to ask and get questions answered. And on that note, I guess I'll start removing us out of here and
cue that outro.
We'll cue that outro. Let me
everybody have a good morning.
I was like, you actually put the outro in the thing, didn't you, Doc?
Yeah, 128. It's in the banners. In the brand.
Oh, there we go. All right, everybody. Everybody have a great Sunday, and we'll see you.
We'll see you next week is what he tried to say. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We can have our microphones on now. Yes. Yeah. I think I cut myself off, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I don't know. That was a great panel. It's all on me, though, for Reed not getting there on time. That's my bad. That's my bad. Yeah.
Hey, well, I apologize, Reed. For the best of us. I mean, one of the things about having, a routine show, stream, whatever you want to call it. Anybody that's got one of these, I know Hope has one. I know Shy, with Cali Brick Click.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of work. It doesn't seem like it is. And don't get me wrong, it's not the same type of work as like digging ditches or roofing in the summer. You know what I mean? But you have to have some type of organizational skills. Like for instance, Doc and I have to meet every Wednesday. You have to do these things if you want to do a good show. So anyways.
Hashtag do better, Doc. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're watching for comments, people.
All right. And yes, thank you everybody again. And we'll see you next week.